So let's just jump right into this tutorial. I'm going to be digging in my stash, selecting my Nubian Goddess Kinky Curly bundles. I am rocking 2 bundles of 20 inches and 1 bundle of 18 inches. And as my base, I'll be using a Japanese swim cap. I'll put a link in the description bar to let you guys know where I purchased that swim cap from. And the method I'll be using to make my unit is going to be the Ivy flip over method. I feel like that gives me the fullest look out there, even though I'm using 3 bundles. So just ignore how I'm tacking it around the unit or around the wig cap. That's actually not the way I'm going to do it after a while, so just ignore that. But I wanted you to see that I'm going to take my bundles and I'm going to place them horizontal across the wig cap. And I'm going to be using the folded method in order for me to sew my bundles on. When it comes to curly hair, I never cut my wefts because it sheds in itself. So I like to do the folded method, and this is what 1 bundle of 20 inches looks like, nice and full. And I'm going to continue to sew my bundles on, tacking it on horizontally. Now when I get to the front, as you can see, I did cut that weft that was around the edge because it made no sense. Again, I'm going to be using the folded method, and I'm going to make an L shape for those bundles that's going to be sewn vertically. That way I am using all of my wefts. I am not cutting my bundles at all because it helps to reduce shedding. With curly hair, like I said before, you do get a lot of shedding in itself, so cutting the wefts gives you more shedding and you want the longevity of your bundles. So I just absolutely do not cut my bundles. I try to preserve my tracks as much as I possibly can. So as you can see, when I'm doing the closure part of the flip over method, with that side, I'm going to do an L shape. I'm going to sew around, and then I'm going to fold the track over, and I'm going to make an L again, and I'm going to keep doing that until I actually complete that section that's right there. Now once I'm done with that section, now it's time to work with that square on the side. We're going to get to that clip later, and I'm going to do the same thing. As you can see, this is the flip over on that side. So on that little square piece right there, now I'm going to continue to sew horizontally, again, not cutting any bundles. I'm just going to keep flipping over. This technique works really well with curly hair because the hair is going to be really big, so you don't have to be too neat, I would say, when it comes to the bundles because it's going to be big and curly anyway. So this is the completed look on the way my flip over method looks. If you need more detail on how to make a flip over method, I will link Ivy's method down below so you guys can see it. So after my unit's done, it's time to it's time to color the hair. I'll be using my Revlon Color Silk color in the color 10, or the color black. I'm going to be using just the old technique. If you guys are OGs to YouTube, you'll know Fabulosity is me. Gave us this technique of taking a plastic bag and throwing your bundles or throwing your wig inside, mixing the color together and pouring it inside the bag. This is the easiest way to get the color fully saturated in your wig without having to worry about placing the color bundle by bundle. And I'm going to put my gloves on and just make sure that the bundles are fully saturated with the color. I did add a little bit of water in the bottle to help the color just spread a little bit. I'm going to tie the 2 bags together, and I'm going to let it sit for about an hour, and then when I'm done, I'm going to rinse and condition the hair. Once the wig is completed, this is the way the unit looks. I love the color. I don't know, it's just something about black curly hair that just excites me. So I'm gonna let this wig dry overnight, and now we're gonna get to your leave out. So I have just a generic braiding pattern, and then I parted my hair out to where the leave out is going to be. The way my hairline is shaped is just kind of weird, so the part is not completely one clean part. I'm going to take a spritz bottle with some water inside, and I'm going to use that to just help moisturize my hair a little bit. My hair was shampooed, conditioned, and moisturized prior to editing this video, so I'm just adding just a little bit of water to just help my twist actually set versus it setting with dry hair. And I'm going to twist all the way to the ends. And I'm twisting in sections because that helps my natural hair become more defined by twisting in sections. So I'm doing 3 sections, 2 at the side, 1 in the middle. And for the middle part, if I was to let this twist go, my hair will poof and it'll be one giant twist. And since I want my twist to be nice and tight, I'm gonna just secure it with a bobby pin on the side. And I'm also going to twist the other side, spraying some water, detangling and twisting it. And now it's time to work on my edges once you see me done twisting this side. And when I twist my natural hair, I like to twist it all the way to the end so I get that nice little curl, just like that. So now it's time for the edges. I'm going to be mixing my Eco Styler gel. I'm going to put that on my edges first. I don't like putting too much Eco Styler gel in my hair because I don't want my edges to be white throughout the week. So I just add just a little bit to my edges. And then I follow up with the Edge Booster, which I purchased in my local beauty supply store. And again, I'm just adding just a little bit of that Edge Booster to my edges because I don't want my edges to be too tacked down. I'm going to take my edge brush and I'm just going to brush my edges back. I personally don't have baby hairs, so I try not to force it. So all I do is just make sure that my edges are nice and neat by just brushing my edges back, and then I'm going to tie my hair up. I try to be as gentle as I possibly can when it comes to my edges because your edges are life. After adding my edge control to my edges, I'm going to follow up with some hair oil. Again, this clip right here, I've actually had the wig on for about a week, so that's why the braids look a little rough. So I'm just re-moisturizing my edges. I'm going to add some oil to my braids and make sure that it's not really fully saturated because I don't want it to be too oily, but I just want to make sure that my scalp is nice and moisturized, and I'm going to massage that oil into my scalp. After that, I'm going to let my edges set so that it can be nice and laid down by just adding my scarf onto my head. I purchased this scarf from Walmart, so I'm going to add that onto my head, and then I'm going to use this, I guess, I don't know what you call it, but that thingy thing on my edges. I let that set overnight, or quote unquote overnight, you know, the magic of YouTube. Anyway, so now I'm going to take down my, my twist that I have. Guys, this whole process right here, if you want to get this look, it literally takes about 5 minutes to do. All you have to do is just twist up your edges, tack the wig on, and blend your hair. I really love it. If you want that easy, fast wash and go, this is the best way to do it, especially when you have a removable wig like this. So as you can see, my unit is air dried, and I'm gonna go ahead and start blending my unit onto my head, making sure that it's positioned the right way. And I only use my fingers because I don't want to disturb my natural hair. Remember, I did twist it, so I want to keep that same curl pattern. So I'm using my fingers to help blend my unit into my natural leave out. So I'm just taking my hands and I'm shaking it, and when I'm shaking it, what I'm doing is I'm actually blending my natural curls into the wig by doing that shake and go. So right here, you're just going to see me just covering my natural hair where the wig starts, and then using my fingers to blend my natural hair into the unit. So I'm just pulling my fingers through and I'm shaking it in so that it can intertwine with each other. Now I'm going to take just some bobby pins and I'm just going to tack my unit down. I really don't like wig combs too much, so I just use bobby pins to tack my unit down. And I'm going to show you guys just exactly how beautiful these curls look. Oh my god, they're absolutely gorgeous. I have gotten so many compliments with this unit. Like, everyone wanted to know if this was my natural hair and how long it took for me to grow it out. I just love this unit. I'm going to give you guys a close-up on what the blending looks like. I'm for tight texture. I had so many debates on whether I'm 4C, 4B, but I'm just going to say I'm a 4 type texture. And you can see how easily my hair blends with this curl. The only thing is that I needed to just retouch up my natural hair color with the black rinse. But I'm just showing you guys the curl pattern and the length. I'm 5'7", so it lands about, the 20 inches land about my waist stretched, but in its natural state is about bra strap length. So I'm just showing you guys just how long it lands on me. It's just a little bit above my boobs, so I'm just going to show you guys. And I'm a B cup, so depends on how big your boobs are, but that's where it lands on my body. So that's the look right there. Now I'm going to show you guys an alternative method. So this is not really the flip over, because it's not really flipped over. That's exactly where I tacked the tracks moving back. So I'm going to eventually flip my unit over so you guys can see how it looks when it's flipped over. When you flip it over, it actually makes the unit super big. And I'm just showing you guys how to make the wig bigger by just taking your fingers and just flipping it forward. And you can see like the unit is just getting super big, like it's getting so big. and I love it so much. But I'm gonna show you guys how it looks when you do the flip over. So I'm just flipping it over now, and you're gonna see how much bigger the unit gets. So if you want a more conservative look, you would leave it on the side that I have it. But if you want that edgy, big, boom, 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 you just flip it over with the flip over side. And right here, I'm just fixing my leave out. As you can see, I have that part there. So I'm just gonna try to just get rid of that part by just moving it around. And then again, I'm just gonna use my fingers to help blend my natural hair with this unit. Again, this whole process, besides making the unit, so let's say you made your unit already and it's already ready to go. It literally takes me 5 minutes to get this look in the morning. And I love it. It's so natural. If you guys want to use the discount code, you can use the code WELCOME for 10% off. Shop HairDeLaCreme.com. If you have any questions, you can leave them below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.